Oh, so this is a video just to try to help you out, to show you around Teams and how you can use Teams. So when you log into Teams through Glow, you will see all the teams and all the classes that you belong to. So if you hover over the tile and then click in, so I'm a super scientist, so I'm going into this class, and it takes you through to the post section of that particular team. So in the post section, the first thing I would ask you to do when you come into your team for the first time is go up to the top right. You can see the three dots at the top right where it says more options. So if you click that and then click it again and click channel notifications, so it should automatically be set to off. If you just turn that on and then save it, and that just means all notifications will get sent to you. Anything that's put up onto the team, you'll get a notification of that. So in the post section, there's a number of things you can do in the post section. You can type a message to your teacher or to somebody in the class, and then you can just send them that. As you can see here, any assignments that are set by your teacher will come through the post section as well. Another thing that will come through the post section is a meeting invite. So sometimes your teacher will set up a meeting with you as a class. I would recommend that you get into the habit of attending these meetings. You need to be there. It's important. So get over your embarrassment, get over your shyness. You'll come onto this section and it will show that the meeting is running. You can just click the button to join the meeting and you'll go through into the meeting. So that's the post section. Files. So if you go into files and then class materials, your teacher can store materials here that you might need or might use. So you can just click on to the document and that'll take you through. So you can see the document, you can see the tasks, and you can just work your way through that. It's a read-only document, so you can't damage it. That's not a challenge, but you can't damage it, you can't write over the top. If you close that down, go back in. If you want to download it, you can do. You can just click on the three dots again, go to download, and then you can save it to your own device, to your own computer, and then you'd be able to make changes to the document without affecting it for anybody else. So that's the file section. Next section is probably the trickiest section, is the class notebook. So when you go through to class notebook, just come across and click on the arrow, and that will show you your name for your notebook. There'll be a content library and there'll be a collaboration space. So if I start by looking at your notebook, so this is basically like your online jotter, and there'll be a number of sections within your notebook that your teacher has set up. And if you click on the section, so I've clicked on new mind maps, I can see just to the right the different pages that are available within that section. So if I want to have a look at the separating techniques mind map, I click on separating techniques and up it comes to the right. If I just click on this side, you can actually write or type onto this document, and it's your document. This is your jotter. So by typing on this document here, you're not affecting anybody else's work. So you can just double click and then you're able to type your answer into the relevant space. You can move that about if you need to. Okay, you can go out. You go back in, you can see that writing, that typing is still there. So depending on the subject that you're taking and the level that you're taking, the sections might be different within your notebook. But there'll probably be a section that says personal study. So that's for you to use however you like. You could have a page that's about just a list of your questions that you want to ask your teacher. It's very easy to add a page. Just go onto the pages, right click, and just add new page. And then you can just give it a title. And you can just do your studying in there. Okay, so those are the different sections. There may be some tasks, there may be some notes. Again, if you click on that, it's not working at the moment. This is just one of the things with the notebook. It is a little bit temperamental, and it works better if you've got a laptop or a tablet. So the notebook is not particularly good on a phone. So if you can get a laptop, that would be really good. However, don't worry. If you can't get the notebook, you can still email in your work to your teacher, and they'll be able to paste it across into your notebook. So that's your section, that's your notebook, and the only people that can see the work in your notebook are you and your teacher. The next section up here is content library. So your teacher puts material into the content library, and I can see there that I am missing a task, I believe, from my, yeah, if I look in my notebook, can you see that I've only got distribution task A? But if I go across to the content library, there's another piece of work there that I haven't got. So if I click on it and then right click, copy, go down to my own section, right click again, paste, I can see that that has pasted the document across. Again, you can see, don't panic if you don't see it straight away. It's quite slow, is the notebook, so just be patient, but it is there. And sometimes if you're struggling, just come back to the notebook later, and you'll probably be able to see it. So that's the content library. You don't add things to the content library, but you can take things out and put them into your own notebook. So we've looked at our own notebook, we've looked at the content library, and then finally there's this section here, which is the collaboration space. So first delete that. So with the collaboration space, your teacher might ask you to come to this section here. And you can all go into the collaboration space. Everybody in the team can come to this part of the team. And your teacher might set you a question, and then everybody at the same time can edit this document. So you can work together at answering the question that's been set. So what do you know about DNA? Well, everybody that's part of the team, everybody that's part of the meeting can work away at adding to that piece of work. So if your teacher mentions about a collaboration space, that's where you need to go. So that's the notebook. I recommend that you have a look at it, have a play about with it, because it is a little bit tricky to get used to, but you'll get there with it. Next section is assignments. Click on assignments at the top. So it shows you assigned and completed. So I can see that I have completed one assignment. I can click on that and go back to see what that assignment was. And again, I can click on that to see what the work was. You can also see feedback as well from your teacher here. I can see here that I've got an assignment that's due today. So if I go into that, okay, so it says you can write directly on the Word document. It should be in your individual notebook. So I can go, so task A, distribution, I can go back to my notebook. Task A. So that's the task that I'm being asked to do. And again, because it's in my notebook, I can just double click and I can just write the answer in, and that just saves it automatically for us. Okay. Now, if you're having trouble with your notebook, or if you're accessing the work in some other way, let's just go back to assignments. Went into that assignment. If you wanted to do the work on your own computer on a Word document, you can just add work, upload from the device, find the document that you want to upload, and then just add it to this assignment. Once you've done that, once you've completed it, once you've added the work, or once you've finished the work in your notebook, if you just click Hand In, that will send a notification to your teacher, who will then be able to have a look at your work. Okay. The final section is grades. So this just helps you to keep track of what you've handed in. It shows you what you've viewed, what you've completed, what you've still to complete. So viewing it doesn't mean I've completed it or handed it in, but my teacher can see that I've viewed it. Your teacher can see the status of all the assignments that you're doing. Okay, so quick recap. We started off, didn't we, with posts. So in the post section, we said turn on your notifications first. You can send messages to your teacher. Meetings will take place here in this section. And you will also see notification of your assignments here. So you can just click straight through there to the assignment, and you can just complete the assignment from that section. Files. Okay, so these are read-only documents, but you can go in and download them. Class Notebook. There were 3 sections that we talked about in Class Notebook. So as you go in, click the arrow. You've got your own personal notebook. You've got the content library that you can move things from and add to your own notebook. And then there's the collaboration space where you can work together on things. Assignments. This will help you to keep track of the assignments that you've completed or yet to complete. And you can work, you can do the assignments through there. And then finally, grades. Keeps a track of what you've done, any marks that you get, any feedback that you get as well. Okay, so hopefully that helps. If you've got any questions, just get in touch with your teacher. But you need to get on board with the technology. I know it's not easy, I know it's difficult, but it looks like it's going to be probably long-term where we're using the technology to some respects, to some degree. So please ask if there are any problems. If you need any technology, get in touch with the school and we'll see if we can help you out.